Now we're going to learn how to count eighth rests. In a common time signature 4/4, the bottom number tells us that a quarter note gets one beat. And if a quarter note receives one beat, we know that 2 eighth notes give us the value for one quarter note. So an eighth note gets 1, and the other eighth note gets the other half beat, and quarter note gets 1, and. The same applies for rests. So if a quarter rest gets one beat, an eighth rest gets a half a beat. And notice the rests do not receive a circle. It's going to be 1 and, then the eighth note gets a 2 circle and circle. The eighth rest, 3 no circle and no circle. Then we have 2 more eighth notes, 4 circle and circle. Then we draw a bar line to conclude that measure. The arrows tells us the downbeats and the upbeats. So the 1 is a downbeat and the and is an upbeat. Let's practice drawing bar lines to make measures. Write a double bar line at the end of the staff and also write the counts below the correct notes and rests. Time signature is 4/4, so there's going to be 4 beats in a measure. The first is an eighth note, 1 circle, eighth rest, and no circle. Eighth note, 2 circle, eighth rest, no circle. This is a half note. A half note receives 2 beats. Because we're in 4/4, we will then continue with number 3. 3 and 4 and circle. We now reach the end of the first measure, so we're going to draw a bar line. This is how we check our work. At the end of the measure, the next measure should start with a 1. And as you can see, in measure number 1, we have 4 beats. So this is 1 circle, eighth rest, no circle, eighth note, 2 circle, and circle. Now we have a half rest. Half rest receives 2 beats. So 3 and 4 and no circle because it's a rest. And now we have to draw a double bar line because we're at the end of the piece. So 1 skinny and 1 thick bar line is the double bar line. How are we going to clap this out? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.